The biggest predictor, according to John Gottman's research, is the ratio of positive to negative. The sweet spot is at least 5-1 positive to negative. Anything less than that, and you're not really on solid footing. So if you are like, you know what, when it's good, it's really good, but when it's bad, it's really bad, and you're at about 50-50, that is actually not a good sign. So even though the good is really good and you can still access the love for each other, maybe you still do have a good filter of the other person. But if the ratio is not good and it's either 50-50 or less or even higher negative than that, then you're definitely in danger territory. And the negatives, we would include negatives as obviously this is subjective and it's defined by the spouses themselves on what they would consider a positive interaction or a negative interaction. But the negatives are generally considered criticism, which is attacking character instead of behavior, defensiveness, which is deflection of accountability instead of listening, stonewalling, contempt, pervasive lack of empathy, harsh startups, and emotional shutdowns, right? If you come in with like guns a-blazing, that's considered harsh startup, and that is considered a negative interaction. And so over time, this will erode connection. So one of the biggest ways that you can restore a marriage is just to start to expand the positive, which I love this idea because it means that you don't have to heal all the negative. Most people start with that. Most people start with like, what are the problems? Let's just focus on the problems and eradicate the problems. Well, now we're analyzing and living in the world of the problem, and we're just magnifying that through our attention. Rather, you pull back and you go, where are we doing well? What do I know works? And expand the positive interactions. Now the negative becomes marginalized. It doesn't have the same power. From that place, we can go back and solve the problems. Because we have a full tank. We can talk about it without things falling apart because we've got money in the bank. We feel connected. We feel repaired. We had a few laughs today. We're on the same side. But you got to expand the positive, right? So that's something you can definitely do if you notice you're not in that ratio.